We finally have full gameplay of College Football 25. EA just dropped this video where Bordeaux, a YouTuber, played against Michigan running back Donovan Edwards. Now, I'm going to kind of commentate some of this, give my thoughts on the gameplay, and then certain parts of the video, I'm going to cut to the devs speaking on certain gameplay features as they explain it pretty well, and I think it's just better to do it that way. We're going to have a ton of content coming all week, and I'm going to have exclusive content for you guys starting this weekend. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to subscribe, turn the bell icon on so you don't miss any of those videos when they go live. Trying to get to 600k subs before the start of this game, and if everybody watching just subscribe, we can hit that number in a few days. And you're seeing right out of the gate the new pass meter that's in the game. You can obviously turn this off and use classic passing, but this pass meter definitely gives you really good trajectory and allows you to layer the ball. Let's hear what the devs had to say about it.
So you see that's our brand new revamp passing right there. That's the blue. It's a safer throw that he made. There's blue, yellow, red. Obviously, the more that you're in the red, the more off target a throw is going to be. Good throw there for Donovan. Because we worked off of like a bullseye system, right? And you know, Bill Walsh said it best about every pass being 6-inch off the numbers. So we wanted to really work off of that and get rid of the throws that might have been 20 plus yards over a head or anything random. Now, if you're hitting in the red, you're throwing it now off target. Still catchable, right? But, you know, drop chances increase and things of that nature.
Getting back to the game here, we've got Donovan Edwards running the ball, and I'm not going to lie, the run game seems pretty good in this game here. The left stick, when I played, was very responsive. It's pretty easy to juke and spin the more you get used to it, and you can see here as Donovan Edwards pulls off a sick double juke. We really haven't had movement like that in Madden in quite some time. I'm glad college football kind of went back to the more responsive ball carrier, quick left stick, faster gameplay, so you can pull off plays like that.
All right, I just have to shout out for a second. The stick work that Mr. Donovan Edwards just showed on that play, that's part of what the gameplay is all about this year. That extra responsiveness, the control that you get with the ball carrier, that's a huge part of the college football experience this year.
So here as we come to the line and Ewers is at the line, you're looking at the player reticle here, right? The right is your fatigue stamina, and then on the left is your wear and tear. And wear and tear is basically 5 different pips. That's just showing you the body part that is hurt the most.
Sure.
That's it. So it could be an ankle, it could be an elbow, and then it will fluctuate in colors. It will go straight from, you know, green, light green, yellow, orange, and red.
Here we're getting a quick look at the option. Bordeaux is going to pitch it even while getting hit, and you can see the broken tackle. This is a game where you're going to definitely see a decent amount of broken tackles. I think they want it to be a big play type of game.
You've got your quick pitches, strong pitches, and fake pitches. Quick pitches are basically going to be to get you out of a tight spot. The animation's going to be quick, but the ball might hang. It might not hit the pitch back perfectly in stride, but then on your strong pitches, which you're going to get by holding the pitch button, the animation might take a little bit longer, but it's going to hit the guy in stride. The ball speed's going to be quicker. And then, of course, fake pitching, that's just to rub it in your opponent's face.
It's just going to be rude when you do that.
Exactly. That's just going to be to taunt, basically.
We got Bordeaux down the field here, surveying the field, going to try to layer the pass in there, but he's going to get picked off. And something I noticed during this gameplay is the defense seems pretty responsive in zone coverage. They seem to really make a play on the ball when they're looking at it, and you can see right here, right back the other way, the Texas defense making a play on it as well.
Bordeaux, was that a covered shell?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had cover 3 out there, and I switched it to cover 2.
Okay.
That is a major change. Adding in these coverage shells, taking the old version of what is baseline, and now instead giving you the ability to show different defenses.
Now we've got Bordeaux with the ball here, going to hit a little Texas route or a halfback angle route underneath. This route has been really good for years in both old college games and current Madden games. Probably going to be good in this game as well. You can see him using one of the celebrations. They're going to touch on that a little bit later in the video. There's a lot of different celebrations you can use, and they're also kind of at this point in the video talking about the coverage shell, so let's hear what they got to say.
You can show up to 5 or 6 different alignments in pre-play on defense. So instead of having baseline, now you have even more control than you did before by being able to say, for example, okay, I'm going to call cover 3, but I'm going to show a cover 0 blitz look to make you think I'm blitzing, but really it's just like a drop coverage. And this is something like core fans have just, they've wanted this for years. So I'm so glad we were able to deliver it.
Now we're back with Michigan here, and you can see Donovan Edwards getting crazy again, breaking tackles, making people miss. The good running backs in this game, especially right there, you take a bad angle with the user, you're going to give up big plays. This is definitely the type of game where big plays are going to happen a lot. It really feels like it's designed that way, in my opinion. The left stick is responsive, the gameplay is fast, the jukes and spins seem to work pretty well, and the broken tackles happen, especially with the good backs. So you're going to definitely give up some big plays, but that's what college football is about.
Donovan does doesn't know about all the different new celebrations that are in the game. There's over 20 new touchdown celebrations that you can choose.
So we're not looking at just 4 for each direction. You have a lot.
Yeah,
of
you can hit the
ways to
Heisman pose. You can do the salute. There's a lot there. You can rock the baby. Everything is in there.
Now we've got Bordeaux back on offense with Texas, and he's going to layer this pass in. Probably one of the best passes they showcased in this gameplay. Not something you can really do as well in Madden, or at least you haven't been able to. The way that they revamped the passing with this game to allow you to really layer the ball in there definitely shows in some of the clips here. Now we're back with Michigan with the ball. Not sure what happened, and Donovan Edwards again going absolutely nuts. One thing this video is showcasing is that the run seems to be pretty powerful, but again, once people get their hands on the game, somebody might find good run defense. But right now this is feeling like a game where running backs are going to be really powerful, especially the good ones. As I've said before, left stick, speed, all those things, ball carrier moves, broken tackles. I mean, you could see anytime Donovan Edwards touches the ball in this gameplay, he's making crazy plays. Now they're back with Texas with the ball here, trying to go over the top, and we're going to get a PI there, which I know some people like to see that. We don't see penalties called often enough in Madden, so looks like we might have that here. And now he's going down the field. You can see spin move. Spin move definitely looks pretty powerful, I ain't gonna lie. And the jukes look powerful as well. Now, I don't know if Donovan Edwards has a juking ability, because his jukes definitely look faster than other people's, so that might be an ability, but just something to note that his jukes look pretty fast. Now, you'll also notice here that Bordeaux is using the no huddle. You can see they run back to the line in this game. They don't automatically line up. And he's using the turbo no huddle, which allows you to line up quicker and snap the ball faster. And that is something new to this game.
So you can see on the D-line right there, because Bordeaux was using turbo tempo and he snapped the ball quickly, the defense was just a hair late getting off the ball.
So we got Bordeaux marching down the field here. He's going to hand it off, and missed tackle by Donovan Edwards leads to a touchdown. That is another thing with this game that I notice when I play. It's hard to tackle as well. Just getting an actual tackle animation can be pretty tough. You got to really be on time and line it up. Now we're seeing a little bit of the post game here, the celebrations post game. They got a player of the game screen, which looks pretty clean. So you'll see that at the end of every game. And if it's a big game or a rivalry game, obviously you'll have trophies and other presentation to go along with it. And now here they're just kind of showing some replays. They're really touching on the passing meter, how if you have a red meter, the ball is going to be a little inaccurate, and you can see it's going to be low, it's going to be behind receivers a lot, and there's animations in the game for them to still be able to spin and catch these low behind the back passes, but that's going to happen if you mistime the meter.
This is the one.
Hey, I like the breakaway speed, though. The breakaway speed is wild.
There was a big emphasis, too, on the different archetypes and the run cycles that we captured this year, so it really makes the game look fresh.
And here they're showing some replays of that good throw that I just talked about earlier, where they perfectly layered the ball right over the defender. Like I said, you know, for years in Madden, if you've played, you know that this is a tough throw to make. The DBs usually get their hands on this. This is almost a throw that's considered not catchable in Madden most of the time, but in this game with this passing system, you're really able to get some good trajectory on the ball. Before we continue with the rest of this breakdown, I want to shout out today's video sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. If you like sports and you like winning money, then you've got to be on Underdog Fantasy playing their pick'em game. Basically, all you have to do is pick higher or lower on a wide variety of player stats, and if they hit, you can win some big money. But the best part about Underdog Fantasy is they'll give you free money to play with at start, and they also give you a free play right out of the gate. So for example, if you sign up during WNBA season, they'll give you a player like Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark to get a single point. Or if it's a baseball day, they'll give you a guy like Fernando Tatis to get a single plate appearance. Basically a free play that's going to hit no matter what. And if you use my code RAY at sign up, R-A-Y, they're going to also give you up to $250 in bonus cash to play with, and you just can't beat that.
That's Penn State.
The attention to detail from our presentation team was second to none. You could see it. This Penn State
This
run
is
out
unreal.
is unbelievable. The lighting in the tunnel, to the pom-poms in the crowd.
Donovan, is this pretty accurate?
Very accurate. Very accurate. And they got the We Are Penn
You can hear the
State.
We Are Penn State chant.
Absolutely.
That's very accurate. This is awesome.
With their fight song.
Goodness.
The Penn State intro for this game is absolutely nuts. I'm going to show more of that when I drop videos soon, but the presentation for some of these teams, especially some of the big games, are pretty crazy. Here they're showing some of the abilities. They're showing the pocket disruptor. I will say Michigan's D-line is absolutely overpowered in this game. The defense as a whole is pretty overpowered. They get off the line quick, and you can see a guy like Mason here with the pocket disruptor ability, he's going to shed blocks really quickly. And here on the next play, you're going to see a pick six. Like I said, defense is pretty responsive in this game. It's hard to tackle. It's hard to stop big plays, but at least when defenders are staring right at the ball, they're making a play on it and getting to it, which is nice to see.
This is called giving Donovan a taste of his own medicine.
Hey, I like the lion noise on the first down, boys.
You heard that, dude?
Yeah, they do that every time.
I like that little attention to detail there. They play the certain sounds when teams get first downs or turnovers or on third down. All that stuff's in the game. And again, you're seeing hard game to tackle in. You can't just kind of dive. You can't just go for hit sticks every play. You're going to pay for that in this game, especially with the game speed. Here you're seeing a player comparison screen, which is also a nice little touch of presentation. But yeah, you can't just try to tackle all willy-nilly in this game. Like, you actually have to try to line up and make secure tackles. You don't want to go for a ton of hit sticks. You don't want to prematurely dive or just run at bad angles. With the speed of this game and the broken tackles and some of the elite players, it's just hard to tackle. Honestly, I think it's a little too hard to tackle if I had to really, give my opinion on it. But you can tackle, you just have to really know what you're doing, and it's going to kind of create a skill gap for this game. As you see, Donovan Edwards with a huge touchdown there, showing off one of these celebrations that's in the game as well. And again, here you're seeing the defense, when they see the ball, they react to it. And again, there's going to be ways to abuse this. I'm pretty sure there's always going to be ways to abuse a defense in a football game, but I'm just liking the responsiveness I'm seeing from players that are looking at the ball. They're not continuing to just drift away. They're making a play on the ball, which is very, very important for getting stops in a game like this.
Bordeaux were to bring up coach vision right here with left trigger, he'd be able to view the composure of his players in pre-play. So you can see the composure of the team. It's not great right now.
So you can view your composure during the game, which is good to see what players are hot, which ones are not. And this is unfortunate. But again, that's the Michigan defensive line. They get free quick, especially if you're having that composure on your side. You have that momentum. This is definitely annoying when it happens to you, a D-line pick. I don't love it, but I mean, it's going to happen sometimes. So there you have it. Now, again, you see another bad throw here. You see the throw was a little low and he had to lean down a little bit to catch it. Little touch right there, which I really like, especially he was under pressure as well. So not every throw should be accurate. It can be annoying at times, but I like that they have the animations in the game for those inaccurate throws. And again, you're seeing just how powerful the ball carrier is. That was some bad tackle attempts there by Donovan as well. So that's a bad mix. If you're taking bad angles, you're making bad attempts at a tackle, and you've got a good running back using some ball carrier moves or left stick, it's going to be hard there. Again, you're seeing more bad passes. You can't just spam the catch button all the way down. You can't just hold it all the way down. You want to try to time it and get it blue, maybe yellow. If you go red, you're going to see lower, behind the back passes. But again, you can still catch them if you're open, so just keep that in mind.
And a great showcase of two of the abilities that Donovan has in College Football 25. You can see it with takeoff right there. When that play started, he got just that extra quick step off of the route.
So there they were just showing one of the abilities. It definitely seems like Donovan Edwards is a little OP, I'm not going to lie. And here we're seeing more good defense here. I don't know what he was doing there. That's three guys right there. But I like seeing that the bad reads are being punished. In Madden, that's been a complaint I've had for a long time. It doesn't feel like bad reads are punished enough. Most of the bad throws I've seen in this video where it's been a tight coverage, the good defenders have made plays on the ball there. And this is a good user play just in general, but it's good to see that the picks are actually happening. They're being rewarded for playing good defense. Now here they're showing the new kick meter, which is definitely going to make kicks tough. I've missed a lot of kicks with this kick meter already. You got to line up the accuracy in the middle, and you don't want to fill up the bar all the way. You don't want to overkick because that could also make it inaccurate. And this is even especially tougher when you're on the road with home field advantage going against you. It's going to be definitely a learning curve here.
I've heard rumors that this pump fake you're actually going to see defenders move if you use the pump fake effect.
Absolutely, yeah. Now you can pull down a corner to throw behind him, right, in that 4-7 look. There's a lot of different things we really wanted to start making it play instead of just being more or less of an animation.
So I love that pump faking actually matters now. Like, you can get a guy off his spot by pump faking, because in Madden for a while that just hasn't been the case. And here you're seeing the passing system at work again. A nice layered throw over the defender there, and almost a touchdown for Donovan Edwards, who's just running up the score at this point. But you could see even on the run, he timed it good. He got it in the blue, and he got a nice little loft over the defense there. And you could see, it wasn't right on target because of how the receiver was running, but again, he adjusts, makes the play. And here we're seeing a little bit of the option game. Another broken tackle. Like I said, man, there's going to be a lot of broken tackles in this game. They're also showing off the wear and tear here, which is important. You can pull this up on your coach cam, and it'll kind of show you where they're currently at, and it'll show you what body part is kind of injured the most. So you can see ribs or left arms here. So just stuff that you can monitor during the game. They're also showing a little bit of the snow here, and they really just showed this to emphasize that throwing a wet football is going to be harder. You're going to have more inaccurate passes. So in the rain, in the snow, it's going to affect catches and throwing, which is pretty cool. We haven't really seen that again in Madden in a while. So it's good that they kept that attention to detail here. Going back to offense here with Penn State, nice little motion wheel route. Again, bad pass, spin catch. Like I said, as long as you're open, you still can catch the ball. But if there are tight window throws, these bad passes are definitely going to cause interceptions. So learning the pass meter is going to be key.
So now you see, right, now we got wear and tear here in yellow, so now the impacts are starting to grow.
You could tell the way the ball was floating right there on that pass, the wear and tear is starting to occur.
It wasn't a crisp throw. Like, so if I need to get rid of that wear and tear, what can I do in game? Is it subbing someone out? Is it using timeouts? What do I do?
So they heal in multiple different stages. They heal per play, per quarter. Halftime is probably your biggest bump,
one,
and then if you're in Dynasty or Road to Glory, week to week.
So there's a little example of how wear and tear works. I think it's going to be a bigger deal for Dynasty than it is just game to game, like regular head-to-head play, but interesting to know how that works. Here, we have a crazy aggressive catch, and I like to see this because, again, you know, referring to Madden, sometimes the aggressive catches, you can't get them as much. But here you can see a big one, and you can see that it's an independent animation. It's not a two-man. Both guys went up independently, and that was a crazy catch animation, one that I haven't seen before. And here, just, I mean, another example of some bad tackling. You got to be really careful with how you attempt to tackle, or you're going to look stupid like that in this game, and you're going to give up a lot of big plays. Let me know what your favorite part about the gameplay was below, and make sure to check out this video right here on the screen if you want to know every single detail about Dynasty mode for College Football 25.